Easy, man. First of all, I just want to give a thanks and a shout out to all the people that came and support me. Without you guys, this company and all the boxers here are nothing. You guys support us so much, and it just makes me so happy that I could go in there and give you guys these types of performance. This is what you guys want to see, and I'm here to give you guys what you want to see.
David, you told me earlier in the week that your performance tonight was going to signal the start of the David Benavidez era. And boy, oh boy, did you do that. Or were you surprised in what you were able to do and the fashion that you were able to do it, because you really turned up the heat rather quickly against Demetrius Andrade?
I'm not surprised. I know how hard I worked in this camp, and like I've been telling everybody for a long time that the fights are won in the training camp. I didn't leave any stone unturned in the training camp. I worked my ass off, and I think it just shows. I mean, there's a lot of critics that say Boo Boo's going to outbox me, that my defense is not good, I'm going to get hit. They said the same thing with Caleb Plant, and I continue to keep shutting all the critics up. You know, you guys say I can't do something, but I go in there and I look completely different than what you guys think I'm going to look like, you know, so it's better the critics to keep their mouths shut, because I'm listening to everything you guys are saying.
You've been put on notice. We now have questions for the champion, David Benavidez. Raise your hand.
I think that's the only question that people want to hear. You know what I mean? I got 3 WBC belts right here. I'm the best in the division. If they want to give me an opportunity now or later, I'm gonna keep winning. You know, like I said, I'm gonna be the greatest in my generation by the time I'm done, and my job is not complete until I make that happen.
David,
where you at?
what's that water you're drinking?
This is shout out to my sponsor. This is Agua Plus. You know, the best water, out there. Yeah. It's the best water, and
Best water in the world.
yeah.
We'll go to Norman, then we'll go to Jim. Norman, go ahead.
David.
Conscious decision after the first 2 rounds to go to the body instead of the head.
Yeah, I wanted to start off slow. You know, I know he was trying to set me up for some traps, and you know, I'm not new to this. As much as you guys try to act like, you know, I'm young and dumb, I don't know what's coming. I've been watching boxing my whole life. I've been boxing since I was 3 years old. I've been professional 10 years. I've been I sparred Golovkin when I was 15 years old. Kelly Pavlik, 15 years old. You know, so I know how to switch it up. I know how to, you know, handle every style. So Demetrius Andrade, he was great. He was fast. He was trying to set me up, but you know, the way you throw off the rhythm is a double jab right hand. You know, I threw that the first 2 rounds, and then I switched up to the right hook, and that's what opened up all the openings. I dropped him, and then he never recovered after that.
David, you'll be 27 December 17th. Do you feel like you're in your prime or entering your prime now?
Yeah, I'm definitely entering my prime. I think just the passion I have of the sport, just wanting to make my dad and my mother, you know, proud of me. And that's what I'm gonna keep doing. You know, all these people that support me, man, I can't let them down.
Samson, when do you think you'll start talking to Canelo, or do you expect to anytime soon?
Hello. Okay, let me get the statement for Canelo. Regardless of the result, if Canelo fight Benavidez, it be an idol if he fight him. If he doesn't fight him, it will not be ever an idol. Now, regardless, if he wins, it be the best. And if he loses, he have the balls to go with the best. So, Canelo, no run anymore. And whoever say that I tell you what, I give you $1,000 now if you tell me any other fight beside Canelo and Benavidez. Give me another fight that everybody won.
No, also too, I just want to tell everybody, my whole team, I just want to thank everybody. You know, also I want to thank my wife. You know, my mother, my father, my brother. He's always pushed me since I was a little kid, and I'm just happy to be here. I'm really happy, and thank you all for coming. It's that fighting spirit. You know, that's where I learned sparring world champions when I was 14, 15 years old. If you hit me 1, 2 shots back, I'm gonna come back with 5, 6. That's always how it's been. Like I said, I have the strongest fighting spirit in the world. That's why I know I'll beat anybody they put in front of me, because I love this. I love getting hit, and I love hitting back. You know what I mean? This is something I love to do. I'm a warrior.
Keith?
And lastly for me, champ, I just wanted to ask you, what do you think that this knockout showed Canelo Alvarez tonight?
For Canelo and everybody else, it just shows everybody I'm not fucking around. I'm here to stay.
Keith?
This question is for David and for Samson. Last week at the WBC convention, they declared that the winner of this fight would be the mandatory for Canelo, but Carlos Adames has been the mandatory for over a year for Charlo. That hasn't been enforced. Is there a concern on your part that even though you are the mandatory challenger now, that it won't be enforced?
I mean, I just look at the facts. You know, the people want to see this fight more than Carlos Adames and Charlo. You know, that's why that fight hasn't happened. But for me and Canelo, we have motion. You know what I mean? I've been winning the fights I'm supposed to win in fantastic fashion. He has nobody else to fight. You know what I mean? So if they want to give it to me now, later, whenever, I'm not going nowhere.
By the way, you are Ecuadorian like my wife that I've been married for 50 years, and I love her so much, and half Mexican. But Canelo said that he wanted to fight Mexican. So how about if you go next time with the with the Ecuadorian flag? But not only that, let me tell you another thing. He promised that he will never fight another Mexican. This is what he said. But I know that he's working with Munguia. And we are from the same company. But enough is enough. Come over, Canelo, and show me how macho you are.
No somos nada. David, creo que tenemos que estar de acuerdo con Samson Lukowicz, que no hay otra pelea más importante en el boxeo que Canelo Benavidez. En eso estamos de acuerdo. Pero yo te quiero rogar, porque te veo muy emotivo y seguramente recordando los sacrificios, que describas lo que puede ser el inicio de tu era, la era de David Benavidez. Hoy destrozaste literalmente al Búho Andrade y te ruego hagas un repaso de todo el sacrificio y nos hables un poco en español porque sabes que la raza te apoya.
No, pues sí, me siento muy bien, la verdad. Pues ha trabajado muy duro para llegar a este momento y yo quiero esa pelea contra Canelo, pero si no me quiere pelear, pues yo le gano a todos los demás. Y aquí vamos a estar, no vamos a ningún lado. Y aquí vamos a seguir ganando.
So the question was for David regarding his path to get here and how he feels going forward, and especially as Canelo looms in the horizon. And David said that, you know, he's going to go up against anybody. Canelo can be one option, but if Canelo doesn't want to fight against me, then I'm going to beat everybody else. That's the bottom line.
Por eso te decía la parte de la pregunta, que si consideras que hoy inicia la era de Benavidez, y creo que hay que decirlo con todo respeto, con Canelo, sin Canelo, tienes muchas opciones. Y te ha costado llegar aquí.
Pues sí, pues como le dije ya vamos a seguirle peleando a todos. Y no nomás es el Canelo aquí en esta división, hay muchos peleadores buenos aquí, pero también yo creo que me voy a subir a 175 muy pronto y quiero ir contra Bivol y pues ganar títulos allí también.
Martín.
It's not just about Canelo at 168. It's a very talented division, a very deep division. So there are plenty of quality opponents for me to face. And you know what? I'm also thinking about going up to 175. Bivol is there, and I would like to face him too.
Bivol fight earlier. If you were to move up to 175, there's no denying you're a big guy at 168. Do you think you would stick to 175 then, or any chance you would come back down, depending on how you'd feel?
I mean, I feel like once I move up to 175, I don't know. I have to see how I feel. But I mean, I definitely come back down. The Demetrius Bivol fight is a great fight because I sparred him before, you know, and I'm not trying to discredit Demetrius Bivol, but I know what could be done in that fight. He's a great fighter, and these are the type of chances I want to take in my career, and I just want to be the best, and I know I'm gonna accomplish that.
Thank God, first off. Thank my family. I dedicate this to Chantel. She made sure that I was like in line with training, and man, I just dedicate everything to my family, my mom, my close relatives and people who always checked on me. It felt good coming back after, you know, so long of a layoff. You know, I even surprised myself, proud of myself. However it go, I'm ready for some more competition.
Before I turn it over to the media, Jamal, typically when someone has a layoff of a year and a half, you had a 29-month layoff. I did not see any signs whatsoever of ring rust. What surprised you about your performance? Because I thought you looked exceptional from the moment the bell rang to the moment the bell ended at the end of the 10th.
Well, it's almost like whatever you put in your mind, you just stick to it, and you'll prevail. Like a lot of people, you know, probably consider ring rust. You know, I was rusty. You couldn't tell.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I was rusty, but, you know, I just mastered being who I am, and I got the job done. Proud of my performance, meaning that we got the victory. I'm proud that I didn't let all the, you know, bickering get to me and things of that nature, but overall, like, I felt good in camp. I felt good the whole time up. I did misjudge the weigh-ins. It was new to me. Professionally, I just never missed weight out of 32 fights that I've had before this fight. I've never, ever came close to missing weight. I've always been professional. My team is professional, but I'll take that one for the team. You know, just didn't, you know, I had press conference. I had a lot of things going on. No excuse. You know, it wasn't a title fight, or didn't overlook Benavidez Jr. He came to fight, and he was professional about making weight. 2 years off, my body just was like, you know what, you know, we're gonna stay right here, and we did, and we only had 30 minutes to go lose like a couple of pounds. So I was just like, you know what I'm saying, paid my fine.
A lot of talk of you against Canelo. You even mentioned it in the ring afterwards. If Canelo's watching this, what do you tell him?
Pick me. Yeah, I know y'all say them fight my twin brother, but it's a whole different twin when they fight me. Like, I don't want to, you know, I'm not bashing nothing my brother did, but he dared to be great, jumping up 2 weight classes to go fight Canelo. You know, technically that was my time to shine, but you know, I wouldn't have felt as good going into that fight like I did tonight. I mean, you know, not saying that anything about Benavidez and comparing those two, but you know, Canelo's on a way another level from Benavidez. So I think that fight would have made me get up for it. I really wasn't like motivated by this fight, but I kind of did, you know.
Last thing, you and Jose sold this fight. The trash talk was, what did you guys tell each other after the fight?
What you mean, in the ring?
Yeah.
I just told him I beat his ass. I beat your ass. Yeah, ain't nothing you could do. I'll beat your ass. Then he came back to the back of the locker room and was like, yeah, you beat my ass. I know, I told you. That's all it was. Yeah, it was cool. We finally dapped each other off, you know what I mean? It was cool.
I had to ask because I know you break down boxing matchups really well. I know you were rooting for Boo Boo to win that fight, but out of respect, I know you have respect for David. Just what was your thoughts on that fight? Just how Boo Boo performed and how David performed, if you don't mind me asking.
I really thought Boo Boo was gonna outbox him, but his plan was different. I can't go in there and fight for him, but he stayed on the outside too long, and he never pushed David back. To me, the feet was very sloppy on both of the fighters' standpoint. They did a lot of clashing, and I look at boxing like the dominating shots. I really didn't see like crazy dominating shots, but I really did see David put a lot of pressure on Boo Boo, like not to, you know, take nothing away from David's win. He did awesome, great champ, but I didn't really see. I wasn't like crazy impressed by him, you know. I just wasn't crazy impressed by him. Like, it was a good fight, though.
Questions for Jamal Charlo? Raise your hand and we will give you the microphone.
What up, Ellie?
I'm good. So, first of all, how are you feeling right now? What's going through your mind?
Right now? It's crazy. Javier's, Jules, shout out to the artists. We're gonna go be with my family and my friends and just take some time off, chill with my Uncle Ronald, and you know, it's just like, I mean, that's a good question though. It felt good. It felt good to, you know, overcome adversity. You know, at the end of the day, I faced a little bit of adversity. Don't want to keep talking about that like, you know, we moving forward, right? So from now on, like when you do ask me questions about what I've been through, I'm really kind of tired of like lingering this all about like what I had going on. Yes, I did have some stuff going on, but like I'm better now. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about how much better I am. Y'all just showed y'all, right? No ring rust, came in, dominated them, did what I had to do. You know, I appreciate it, but you know, I'm back. Like when I say I'm back to stay. You know, it is what it is. You know, whatever happened from here on. Like it's not just fights, it's my legacy I'm putting on the line. So I'm down for whatever. Ernesto, that's a great question for me because the sky's the limit right now. I have the championship at 160, right? And it's even a vacancy inside 160, which we could attack that. I'm gonna get right back in the camp. I'm not taking no days off. I'll be training on Monday, so I'm gonna get right back on it. I'm gonna give myself, you know, a little bit of time with the family. We're gonna sort it out. I'm gonna talk to Mauricio about the WBC and the things that I need to do. But I mean, 68 is hot. You know, David Benavidez just won against Demetrius, would be a great fight. I saw Caleb Plant in the crowd. That'll be a good fight. I know it's some competition at 168. I easily can make 168, but I mean, the sky's the limit right now. I'm just gonna let God do what He do, and He gonna put me right in the right path for where I need to be, and we're gonna just keep going, man. Our legacy is our legacy.
You just mentioned, you just mentioned that you wanted to go to 168, but at 160 you've been the belt holder. You have Carlos Adames, who's been the mandatory. You have Janabek, who's also a 160 pounder. Do any of those fights, if you can't get the 168, do those fights entice you at all? You're mandatory maybe?
I mean, yeah, I would definitely love to step up the, you know, get right back in the banger, you know. I'll fight the Janabek, and I'll fight the mandatory, what's his name, Carlos Adames. Shout out to those guys for making it to #1. You know, they did what they had to do. I'm definitely the type of fighter to give them a chance. I've never dodged nobody, ducked nobody, just if the circumstances are right. You'll see me in there with them. I'm not here to like hold no bell or do nothing strange. Shout out to the WBC. You know, they understood my situation. They understood my problem. They know I'm a real champ in their division, and I love them for understanding me. And we're gonna put up, you know, the belt as soon as we fight. Like the next fight, the belt will be on the line. If it's at 160, that's where it's going. If I gotta go to 168, I'll go to 168 and fight for this interim belt that he just won or he just defended tonight. Like I'm down for whatever. It's not like I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really a matchmaker. I'm not the person that's put me in these positions. I'm happy to be here, and I'll fight my way through it. But if it comes up to time and I fight Adames, and I'm pretty sure that mandatory is going to come to the point where I have to fight Adames, and I have to fight Janabek to become undisputed, unify the division at 160. So me, KP, the team, everybody, Lions Only, we'll get together and we'll get the best training we can, and we'll go from there. Well, it's almost like whatever you put in your mind, you just stick to it, and you'll prevail. Like a lot of people, you know, probably consider ring rust. You know, I was rusty. You couldn't tell.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I was rusty, but, you know, I just mastered being who I am, and I got the job done. Proud of my performance, meaning that we got the victory. I'm proud that I didn't let all the, you know, bickering get to me and things of that nature, but overall, like, I felt good in camp. I felt good the whole time up. I did misjudge the weigh-ins. It was new to me professionally. I just never missed weight out of 32 fights that I've had before this fight. I've never, ever came close to missing weight. I've always been professional. My team is professional, but I'll take that one for the team, you know. Just didn't, you know, I had press conference. I had a lot of things going on, no excuse. You know, it wasn't a title fight or didn't overlook Benavidez Jr. He came to fight, and he was professional about making weight. 2 years off, my body just was like, you know what, we're gonna stay right here, and we did, and we only had 30 minutes to go lose like a couple of pounds, so I was just like, paid my fine. Like, and I wasn't getting hit with too much or nothing, but that's because I made it look easy.
Yeah, when did you know? You look good from the get-go, but when after that layoff, when did you know, what round, or was it that you felt, I'm back, I've got this?
Probably, I want to say maybe like third round. Maybe I really felt good in the third round. I thought he was out of there. Well, I wanted to get him out of there, but Jose was strong. I mean, he got some good work with his brother in camp. Obviously, you could tell. Like he stood up to my height, my range. I mean, he was a professional tonight, and he made it a fight. He made it hard. He was rough. Hit me behind the head. Hit me in the back. He hit me in my ankle. You know what I'm saying? I dealt with it all. You know what I mean? It was a good fight. It was a fight. No complaints over here.
After coming back, do you think or do you believe that if you had some tune-up fights before this fight, you would have even put in a better performance?
Nah, that was my tune-up. Now we going for bigger and better things. And that's what I want for 24. I want to fight a lot more this year, this coming year. We're going to get the fans a lot more Jamal Charlo, inside and outside the ring. I want to show y'all my life, my lifestyle, my beautiful kids, beautiful wife, beautiful family, beautiful problems. You know what I mean? My oil need changed in the car. I got to get back and do that. I got to plant some gardens, some seeds, and garden, like everything. I want y'all to see it all. Like, I'm a regular human being, all right?
Charlo Lidiano Yoa here. Congratulations on your performance, but also on acknowledging and seeking help for your mental health. That's commendable. But Plant was ringside here tonight as well. Given the incident that happened outside of the ring, is that something you'd like to avenge and do what you did to Jose, but to Plant now?
Yeah, for sure. Like, the whole world could come out and watch that Plant fight. Man, when I get a chance to you know what I'm saying, do it like that. He lucky tonight I ain't go down there and slap his bitch ass. But I'm not mad at that. Like, I don't want revenge, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to get it the right way. We're going to make these millions, and then, you know what I'm saying, my revenge is going to be taking care of my family. I'm happy with that. Man, we ain't worried about none of that. Like, talk to me about something good. That shit old. That shit stale. We want something new. You know what I mean? Who got the belts? He don't got no belt. He's struggling right now. You know what I mean? I'm not worried about him. We still on top. We looking good. You know what I'm saying? We still going. They can't wait for me to fight again. I can't wait to fight again. As long as we keep it like that, we all right. Public, people in the world, human beings, if you have a problem, the best way to, like, overcome your problems is find that special person and talk to them. Some people, they here for you, you know. A person like me, reach out to me, DM me. I might hit you back, but, hey, find somebody to get some help, man, because, like, it get dark, and it's real, you know. And if y'all talk to my twin brother, tell him I love him, and tell him I want to fight, and, you know, y'all call him for me or whatever, hit him up. He not answering my calls or whatever, but, you know, shout out to KP and Maxo. Maxo, you did an excellent job walking me out. You didn't fumble or nothing. And I love everybody, and I love, you know, let's do it, man. Let's get these big fights going. We got more to go, and I'm happy to be back. Thank y'all.
Congratulations.